Hey everybody, welcome back to another RuCap of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars Mid, episode 7. We brought the infamous Bonnie Scotch back.
Yes,
Hello,
honey.
people.
Now just a mainstay and a staple in our pantry over here.
Period. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
doing big things in 2023, honey.
Over here looking like Black Gem. I love it.
Yes, ma'am.
Totally outrageous. Ooh, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm only literally watching this season just because I know I have to.
Fair.
And I hate that this week's winner was like this had to happen like now. Like I wish I cared.
Oh, but I do. Because
Like
let me
I
tell
care,
you.
but I don't like I
I
wish
get
they
it.
were on another season.
No, I
That's
understand.
literally where I am.
But let me
Like,
tell
why
you.
can't you be?
Lala, the last 2 weeks have entertained me like as if
Yes.
the season was actually a really good one. Like Lala
Yes.
has been last week for the fucking Joan. Lala fucking I had to go
Delivered.
back and I went back and rewatched that like 4 times.
Same here. She was
Lala
my
did
favorite.
that.
She was
Absolute,
my
hands
favorite in the
down.
musical. Carried it. So
Hands down.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to this week. But Lala, I'm happy to see this trajectory of Lala, even though
Yes.
the season is weren't.
Right.
Mhm.
And I think
Same.
Lala's issue is that we haven't really seen like the all-stars glow up in her look.
Mhm.
So I think
Mhm.
she's elevated in her comedy and her presentation of everything else. But the runways, we just need them to be a little bit more strong so that it can like tie everything
Taste
together.
levels.
Yeah,
Taste
it's a
levels.
taste thing. Yeah.
Taste
Yeah.
levels.
So this week, the dolls have an improv challenge,
Mhm.
Forensic Queens. So it was like a true crime
Mhm.
situation.
Mhm.
It was about pound cake.
What had
Little
happened?
pound
Little
cake.
Pound Cake, the
Mhm.
creation
what had
of
happened.
Lanisha Sparks in Alaska.
Which, by the way,
Yeah.
I want you all to know that I constantly walk around my house before this episode, ever since that season going. Motherfucking dick pig. It is one of my favorite things that has ever come out of Drag Race.
She's a straight up motherfucking dick
Yeah.
pig.
Straight
It
dick
made me wonder
pig.
where Lanisha Sparks is. Like I hope
Yeah.
she's you know.
We've seen nothing of her at all.
They
We
might drag her
haven't.
up and put her on All
Yeah,
Stars 9
like drag her up, please. Let's
because
figure out what rock she's under, honey.
they have every Latina queen like every season that they have
Right.
to find. So one day they're gonna make Rebecca Glasscock get back up there.
Not you pulling
Oh,
out
Lord.
all of these. Pulling out all of these. Where's Lanisha? Okay, here's Lynette. Wait, what the hell? Is she making dolls?
What does she do? I bet she don't even do drag no more. I'm sure
Damn.
he's like
First of all, Lanisha hasn't posted
Leonardo.
since 2020.
Oh my God.
Oh.
There are no pictures of any drag on here whatsoever.
See?
But since 2020, aye.
But there is a little pound cake that a bakery made her in 2019.
Okay.
So there is that.
Well, okay.
All right. Well,
so they all come in back from the workroom because they were all kind of gooped and gagged that James went home.
mm-hmm.
However, Candy was like, yeah, whatever. I sent the competition home.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They sit down to count the lipsticks, whatever. And like we talked about last time, every last MF voted for James.
Yeah, everybody. Candy got a lot of flack, but it really was everybody who did it.
Yeah, and I don't know why.
It makes me wonder, like, I don't feel like they were all going by track record for that one. I just really feel like they agree that James was competition. She was doing pretty decent in the competition, so
she was. Now she had. I told XD last week she had plateaued a little for me. Like I had a lot more for James initially. She started to get real monotonous, but she still also was good competition. She did well in the Rusical last week.
She did.
Despite her not being able to dance, she still pulled off a good
She
performance.
still pulled it
Now her
off.
runway was the
It was the
fool.
runway that put her in the bottom.
It was
Quite
the
a
fool.
skip. Yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was why.
Poor baby.
So, Glorilla Montrese was like, thank you, humbled, and all that jazz. However, when they get assigned, this challenge or whatever, she has like a meltdown.
Yeah.
But before that, like we said before, they are doing a what happened to Lil Pound Cake, and they have to assign roles and whatnot. You can tell that the queens weren't even really into it because they were like just skimming through like
like I have to ask you guys, like, how do you all feel about there being so many acting challenges presented so close to one another and at the top of the competition? It doesn't really feel like it's broken up in a way so that it's like acting primarily like a ball or runway. And then, Ruza, it didn't feel like it was broken up in that way to me. It just felt like a bunch of acting challenges lumped together.
Have they done a design challenge yet this season?
The supermarket challenge.
Supermarket challenge.
Right.
Which I have a feeling they're going to do another ball right after this.
They're about to do a make your own something or other.
Yeah, I agree. I think
with the screen queens,
they need to do a lot more different challenges.
Right.
Like, I don't know how to like for example, when they went, even though this was kind of a design challenge, but when they went to the thrift shop, and you know what I mean, they had to like turn a look at or shit like that, like do more activations outside,
or like makeovers,
or shit like that, because you're right, like it's one acting challenge after
we had Snatch Game, we had a lot.
Have we had any family resemblance challenges recently? Why am I feeling like I haven't seen too many family resemblance?
On season 15 we did,
because we didn't. We definitely didn't for 14, the season that never ended.
Right.
Exactly. So I think that's why we're missing it.
Like the pandemic seasons, no.
Yeah, you're right. It was the pandemic that
that's true. That's true.
And that used to be a breakup as well.
So on top. Yeah. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they did it on 15, but not for All Stars. But that's probably because they filmed it so
far in advance
previously,
Right.
But yeah, it's a lot. And I get
it is a lot of
TV
acting.
Show.
It's a lot of acting challenges. I don't mind them because I feel like I love the runway and I want to see what you do in the run, because when it looks the fool like what James did last week, I'm going to talk about you.
Right.
But I do think that the acting challenges help showcase a little bit more of the talent and the personalities as opposed to just lip syncing or just having a great runway.
True. That's fair.
Like, that's what made me actually like Got Mick a little bit more, because I was like, Got Mick has crazy runways, right? But if Got Mick had boring acting challenges, it would just be like, okay, I love seeing what she does on the runway, but that's it.
That's all there is to it, yeah.
But because
that's like that look queen thing, and
I liked Carrie Colby, but Carrie Colby wasn't as interesting as I would have liked Carrie Colby to be. So I think Carrie Colby was endearing. I enjoyed her. I think she's actually very funny outside of like a structured challenge like this. But I didn't like on Drag Race. I was like, I'm not that interested in Carrie Colby because Carrie Colby is not doing anything to like entertain me. She's just pretty and nice and kind and like has funny black auntie humor. So I think the acting challenges help to showcase a little bit more outside of just lip syncing and just runways.
That's fair.
But they are bunched up together.
They are. They've been lumped up. So it's been hard to, I don't know. I feel like other girls who have other strengths outside of acting, they don't really get a chance. But we got to see like Lala kind of step it up in that arena. So that was cool. And she has no theater background. Exactly. She's just like a naturally funny person who knows how to channel like a feeling, a character. So
Exactly.
So they all sit down and they try to divvy up the roles. They all, at first it's going pretty good. They're just like, yeah, okay, I'll pick this one. I guess this fits me. Sure, why not? And then we get to Candy and Alexis. So in the preview, everybody was talking about, the editors edited. Okay.
they did, as they always do.
They were doing their job. So Candy was like, there's a couple parts I'm feeling. And Alexis, white woman,
ooh, horde, nigga.
Okay.
and says, well, this role is exactly like that role, so you might as well just take this role. It's the same thing. And Candy was like, well, if it's the same thing, then why won't you take it? And then Alexis goes, why can't I have my role?
That was where...
It's mine, Daddy. It's mine.
And listen, go ahead, Kit.
I was going to ask, why didn't they have the girls audition like they usually do? Why did she just concede and then throw a tantrum? See, she didn't have a problem when Lala said, this is the role that I want, because you want to climb Lala's back, which we get that. But, you wanted to put up more of a fight with Candy because you don't have the same dynamic. So it's just like you guys could have handled that differently. And now you want to throw a tantrum. And nobody cares about you crying right now because it's like the queen who cried wolf. We've already seen you break out into these hysterics, albeit I don't think those were real those other times. This time it was real.
And
the half drag,
Candy
and the full
being
drag.
over it.
Candy was me.
But boobs.
She was just like,
she's like, oh hell no, I can't with this bullshit. Yeah. I was like, me neither, girl.
See right through
dumb.
it.
It's dumb.
Like.
And I don't like passive aggressive bullshit either.
Right.
So don't try to make me think something is a certain way. And then when you try to insult my intelligence and I know what you're doing, you're going to piss me off even more.
That's the one.
Just for that, you've created an enemy. We're done.
Yeah. That's real.
And like, I hated, and I'm glad Candy didn't allow her to have that moment. And I'm glad Candy walked away and was just like, no, you're not going to have these white women tears on camera. And I hate the fact that Alexis later on in the show was talking about how it was just the pressures of, and I hate when people do that on reality shows. Like, what did he say the other day? Say what you're saying. Like, you know what I mean?
You know what else I didn't like either? Candy apologized to Alexis.
I hated that shit.
I hated it. She apologized to her, and Alexis did not apologize. She did.
Right.
She went and did what white women did. She said, I don't want us to fight. I don't want you to be mad at, we're sisters. I don't want you to vote me off later. Like, that's what you did, but you didn't apologize.
It's like, girl, bye.
So I was mad when Candy apologized to her.
I want somebody to be like, none of us here are sisters, girl. This is a game show.
Correct.
Would love.
And like, yeah, like
200K is on the line. Like, let's be real for a second.
I'll see you hoes after the season is over.
Yeah,
that's the one.
We can go all gather, like get like an appetizer at Chili's.
Yeah,
but, like as far as I'm concerned, we're at work.
For these 8 weeks, I'm not sharing spinach dip with you hoes.
They're at work.
They're at work.
At work.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's where the show immediately pissed me off.
Let's go.
So here, as if I wasn't already annoyed, Kahana decides to, go to who did she go to? Jimbo at first. And she was like, oh, Lala, excuse me. She was like, girl, what am I going to do? It's another acting challenge. Now, in my head, I was like, yeah, girl, you're going home today because you're just not going to make it.
Yeah, so, you've had too many chances.
But at least go down with a fight.
Right.
Like,
you were defeated going into it.
You were.
Right. So Glorilla is just like, I'm just too through. I can't take it. I'm just gonna leave. Like I can't. Like there's no way I can improve.